Okay, Rajah Jackson. Holy cow. I watched the video once and I couldn't watch it again. And now YouTube's caught it. And they're doing a lot of blurring it out. I have to work tonight. So, wow. I mean, I couldn't watch it again. It made me sick to my stomach. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Like, and then we're going to go into the breakdown of how you just can't defend this or justify this. I see people trying to, and all I got to, the only thing I can think is because people love Rampage. But if that was your son, the victim, if that was your son or your father, you would be livid. I would be. I just, it's just got to be that people love Rampage, and but you can't. If that was me, right now, I would be in jail. I'd be locked up. I mean, or if that was any one of you guys, anybody else, and people go, "Oh, he's a kid." He's not a kid. He's 25. It doesn't matter. Kids know better, and I, I, I keep going to, oh, he's not a professional wrestler. He didn't know he's an MMA fighter. He's an MMA fighter. Exactly. You can't do that in MMA. You know better. People try to stop and then they keep looking at the ref. How many times do we go like, oh man, that was a bad stoppage? I look at there's Justin Gaethje versus Donald Cerrone when he drops Donald Cerrone and he's looking at the ref because he doesn't want to keep hurting him and he has to throw a couple extra punches. Um, Chris Weidman versus Luke Rockhold, bad stoppage and may have changed Chris Weidman's career going forward. Uh, I can't remember who knocked Bobby Green out, and it was a bad stoppage where there was like 3 or 4 unanswered punches. When Herb Dean gave when Herb Dean gave Dustin Poirier the people's elbow, that one I don't have a problem with that one so much. He knows better. There, like you don't do that, and just like oh the guy hit him with a beer bottle. Then punch him. Then if you were that mad, right then and there, punch him. I don't have a problem with it. The guy, he didn't know what was going on. Oh, it was a working punch. Misunderstanding. You punch the guy and it's over. 20 times. Kids know better. Even. So if you want to say, oh, he's just a kid, kids know better. Or they should. It's just it's hard to watch. If any of you guys haven't seen it yet, don't. I mean, you can read about it. There's enough people explaining it, and it really just it kind of goes to show. I was listening to a video this morning. Yeah, sorry for you, Anna. I gotta try and go back to sleep and work tonight. I was just watching a video of it's Rikishi's promotion, and he's encouraging people not to talk to the cops, and you know, just everyone to stay quiet, and it's just gross. It just shows people's true colors, because all that going on. This guy is in critical care. All they care about is themselves, and as a father, I understand Rampage. Like, I don't think, well, whatever I've seen so far, I don't really, I don't have a problem with what Rampage said because it's a son. That's a tough spot. You can't just be like, you know, put him in jail on social media. You gotta talk to your son, and that's a whole mess. I'm not even gonna touch that. But Chael Sonnen trying to justify and defend. Who cares what Chael Sonnen says? He's a moron, first of and there's nobody more full of crap and says more inaccuracies and lies than Chael Sonnen. And I'm here in Oregon. I'm working in Westland tonight. The Westland gangster. Anyway, I mean, I know this video goes nowhere, but just trying to, reflect on it. And if this was anybody else, you're in jail. And this guy's gonna have permanent damage forever. There's no way around it. He's gonna be different. I mean, 20 effing punches to a guy who is laying like this. He's not doing this. If that was me, I would have been arrested. I know LAPD is investigating it. I don't know what there is to investigate. You recorded it. Genius. You recorded it. Everything. I don't know if he blacked out. It doesn't matter. He needs to, and it just is a bummer because the kid's 25 or 26. And there's a chance it could be over. What if this guy doesn't? What if he slips into something? He's not out of. I heard he's stable, but in ICU. Psycho Stu. Whatever. Psycho Stu. What if something happens and he goes into a coma or something? Like it's not like that could have been worse. Yeah, but it's just I cannot believe I'm making this video because I can't believe all the people who are trying to defend or trying to make sense of it. Because it's just a brutal act. What if you're walking down the street and you saw some kids playing and you record it, and then that happens. One guy just takes advantage of the other guy, and that kid is going to jail, and no one's gonna be like, they're just kids. They're just being kids, It's as more comes out, it's so sad. It's gross. It's disgusting, and it's sad. It's sad for that Stu guys, and so the guy's not dead, but that doesn't mean that the guy's not going to press charges. And I'm some people, there's the suing stuff can get a little ridiculous. Whatever this guy wants to do is completely justified, or his family. The medical costs alone. However, I don't know how much money this guy has or whatever. The situation of Psycho Stu. But, I mean, just, if that was my dad or that was me and I would hope my kids would be pissed and want some justice. Not just a cash grab, just justice. What about suing the the wrestling promotion? Rikishi's promotion. It's just, we hope this guy makes a full recovery. I saw that Chris Jericho just donated $2,500, and that's pretty cool. That's very cool. Wow. It's one of the worst beatdowns anyone will ever see. You people on here, we watch MMA fights, and you don't even have to be a fan necessarily anymore to see clips and stuff, right? On YouTube, and people that have beefs go out there and fight, or they settle stuff. And the guy did a working punch. Was it wrong? Should he have done it? That's not to where we are now.